Sunday, the White House saw a confluence of two traditions intersect. On the South Lawn, President Biden pardoned two turkeys, chocolate and chip. On the opposite side of the executive mansion, on the North Portico right behind me, Jill Biden welcomed the arrival of the national Christmas tree. The Bidens are camped out this Thanksgiving weekend at the sprawling Nantucket compound of David Rubenstein, co-founder of the Carlyle Group. On Thanksgiving Day, they delivered pumpkin pies to Massachusetts firefighters and later spoke with units from each of the 6 branches of the U.S. military stationed around the world. This holiday season, President Biden has many worries to deal with, both foreign and domestic. He was asked by poll reporters about a spate of mass shootings in the United States. And question, can you do anything about gun laws during the lame duck? Answer from Biden, I'm going to try. Question, what will you try to do? I'm going to try to get rid of assault weapons. Question, during the lame duck? Answer, I'm going to do it whenever I've got to make that assessment and as I get in and start counting votes. When asked about a potential railroad worker strike in 2 weeks, which could cripple the economy, President Biden replied, quote, my team has been in touch with all the parties. I have not directly engaged yet because they are still talking. When asked if he was concerned that a Republican-controlled House of Representatives might halt aid to Ukraine, President Biden answered, this is no time to walk away from Ukraine, not at all. Now, we have a lot to talk in this past election, but whether the other team is going to continue to support Ukraine, I still believe there's enough support there. And as we enter this holiday season, President Biden faces a Republican-controlled Congress. His cabinet reluctantly recognizes a new era of confrontation with Iran. President Biden has hoped to revive the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or the JCPOA, otherwise known as the Nuclear Arms Accord, which former President Trump unilaterally abandoned. President Biden's hopes to revive the JCPOA changed after protests erupted with the death of a Kurdish girl, and arrests and demonstrations have spiraled. Iran's economy was already crippled in the wake of harsh sanctions reimposed by the United States. The regime believes that it has nothing to lose selling drones to Russia for its incursion into Ukraine. More worrying, on top of that, the White House sees a resumption of efforts by Iran to enrich uranium to bomb-grade levels of 20%. The JCPOA had limited Iran's government enrichment levels to 4 to 5%. And John Kirby, spokesman for the National Security Council at the White House, told the Voice of America last month that, quote, there is no diplomacy right now underway with respect to the Iran deal. Of the JCPOA, he added, we are at an impasse right now, and we're not focused on that. Of the situation, Henry Rome, a senior fellow at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy, told the New York Times, quote, imagine telling the incoming administration in January 2021 within 2 years Iran would be enriching nuclear weapons-grade uranium at Fordow, deploying its most advanced centrifuges in large numbers and accepting severely limited international monitoring, accumulating multiple bombs worth of highly enriched uranium, and rejecting diplomatic efforts. Mr. Rome added, that's not quite the worst case scenario, but it's pretty close. Looking forward, this coming Wednesday, November 30th, President Biden will lead the national Christmas tree lighting ceremony on the Ellipse, and the holiday season officially begins. From the White House, this is Douglas Christian.